You're now watching Qnews. Here are the top stories for this hour. Hamas has announced that its delegation led by Khalil al-Hayya has traveled to Cairo for talks with Egyptian officials on ceasefire negotiations in Gaza. This came after Hamas confirmed receiving a mediator's proposal the day before and responded positively early Friday. Hamas reaffirmed its commitment to comprehensive negotiations and urged Israel to uphold its obligations. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is holding a ministerial meeting today to receive a detailed report from the negotiations team on the ongoing ceasefire talks in Gaza and to discuss next steps for securing the release of detainees. The meeting follows Hamas' receival of a proposal from mediators to resume negotiations. As part of the proposal, Hamas has agreed to release Israeli-American soldier Aidan Alexander and return the bodies of 4 dual national detainees. The group has also expressed readiness to enter negotiations for a comprehensive agreement on the next phase of discussions. U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff has presented a new proposal called Bridge, aimed at narrowing gaps in negotiations and extending the Gaza ceasefire beyond Ramadan and Passover to allow time for talks on a permanent truce. Witkoff and National Security Council official Eric Trigger put forward the plan during the visit to Doha, according to a joint statement from the officers. The proposal seeks to prolong the ceasefire to facilitate diplomatic progress. The United Nations Security Council has issued a joint statement drafted by Russia and the United States condemning the widespread violence in Syria's coastal region. The statement also calls on Syria's interim authorities to protect all citizens regardless of ethnicity or religion. The statement, agreed upon by consensus, follows a closed-door meeting of the 15-member council on Monday. Several days of intense clashes in the region have seen loyalists of deposit President Bashar al-Assad fighting against the country's new rulers. A war-meant monitoring group reports that more than 1,000 people have been killed. The U.S. military is actively mediating agreements between armed groups and Syria's new government, according to a report by the Wall Street Journal citing U.S. officials. The report reveals that the U.S. mediation efforts are aimed at securing Washington's influence in shaping Syria's future. As part of these efforts, the American military has facilitated talks between the Syrian government and Kurdish factions, a key player in the conflict. Officials also noted that the potential withdrawal of U.S. forces from Syria has increased pressure on the Syrian Democratic Forces, the SDF, to reach a settlement with Damascus as they seek to secure their position in a shifting political landscape.
I'm very concerned about the field. In the field, there's a very vulnerable group of Ukrainian soldiers right now that are actually surrounded.
U.S. President Donald Trump has expressed confidence that Russian President Vladimir Putin would agree to a ceasefire in Ukraine, with more details expected Monday. Trump said both Russia and Ukraine responded positively to the proposal. He emphasized ongoing discussions and the urgency of halting hostilities. Earlier, Putin stated he would accept a ceasefire only if it ensures lasting peace. Russian President Vladimir Putin has expressed support for U.S. President Donald Trump's position on settling the Ukraine conflict, but raised concerns over unresolved issues. While acknowledging the significant work remains, Peskov said Putin shares Trump's approach and sees ground for cautious optimism regarding a resolution. The Kremlin confirmed that Putin met with U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff last Thursday. Once Witkoff and Trump briefs Trump on the remaining details, a call between the two presidents could be scheduled. During a press briefing on Thursday, Putin stated that Russia supported the proposed 30-day ceasefire plan by the U.S. and Ukraine, but noted unknowns to address. Later that day, Trump said he saw good signals towards finalizing the ceasefire agreements. President Putin has further said that Ukrainian soldiers in Russia's western Kursk region will be spared if Kiev orders them to surrender. His remarks came after U.S. President Donald Trump urged him to prevent what he called a horrible massacre. Ukraine, however, denied that its troops were encircled, calling the claim a Russian fabrication. President Vladimir Zelensky acknowledged the situation as very difficult. Speaking to his Security Council, Putin confirmed he had read Trump's request. While accusing Ukrainian troops of committing terrorist acts against civilians, Putin said he understood Trump's call for humanitarian considerations. This concludes our top stories for this hour. Many thanks for watching and goodbye.